Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahawashi, Bahasham, Barakahak Wadash, Barakatum. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. This is the brother Ra'aya coming at you with another lesson. And I'm going to start it off in Daniel chapter 2, verse 40. And this is dealing with the statue of a man made of different metals that King Nebuchadnezzar of the ancient Neo-Babylonian Empire saw in his dream, and that the prophet Daniel interpreted it for him. And those different parts of the statue and the metals represented the different kingdoms that would be, well, heathen kingdoms that would be ruling before the final kingdom, the eternal kingdom, the kingdom of heaven, or the kingdom of Israel. And verse 40 is dealing with the fourth kingdom, the legs of iron. And as the header says, Rome. And that's talking about the ancient pagan Edomite, or the so-called white people as they're known today, Roman Empire. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things. And as iron that breaketh all these shall it break in pieces and bruise. And now we're going into the iron toes mixed with miry clay, which is the last leg of this fourth kingdom. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron. And what that is this current power structure in the West you see right now, the NATO EU system, which the iron can go into NATO, the military aspect, while the clay can go into the EU, or the economic aspect, which, you know, when you go to Habakkuk chapter 2, where it talks about he has laden himself with thick clay. When you go into that word clay in the Strongs, it's abatya, which means heavy debts. So what? Going into finances. And then the iron can represent, you know, the stronger nations within this system. The British, you know, the European, the British, the French, the Germans, as well as America, who is a part of this system, you know, a part of NATO. And then the clay can go into what's usually referred to as the pigs, or the weaker economic and military nations, Portugal, Italy, Ireland, Greece, and Spain. And as I said, part of the potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. And that's what we're going to be going into with this lesson, because, you know, with many current events that have been taking place, you're seeing how America is being fractured from her European allies. And what does it say in the scriptures about a kingdom divided? This is Mark chapter 3, verses 24 to 25. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. So if a kingdom be divided against itself, it cannot stand. And if you look at every major empire or rulership throughout history, what was usually what brought them down? They fractured internally, you know, a kingdom being divided against itself, and then they were taken over externally. You even had that devil Abraham Lincoln say, you know, with this union, I don't believe it will ever be taken over by an outside force, but what's going to bring us down is us destroying ourselves from within, which you can see that going on with America, and America is going to get taken over externally when it gets hit with nuclear missiles during World War III, which is going to include nuclear missiles from her own allies in the NATO. But I opened up the video with these verses to preface this clip from TikTok, which, as we'll see, shows that America and some of her European allies are divided right now. And this is from Pat's TikTok page, and it's titled "Humiliated and Sent Packing, the Biggest Loser Ever to Lead." And this is a fair use copyright disclaimer. I do not own any of the footage in this clip, nor do I stand to gain from it monetarily. It is simply for educational purposes. And in the top corner, you can see it's from Sky News, which is an Australian, news network.
Leader of the free world just got locked out of Europe's airspace. France said no, Italy said no, Spain said no, Switzerland said no. In the span of 48 hours.
And all those countries that were mentioned are either members of the NATO or the EU. Those iron toes mixed with miry clay.
4 major Western nations looked at the United States of America and said, we don't want any part of what you're doing. You're on your own, Donald.
And pretty much what it's talking about is how, with those European countries mentioned, they're restricting the U.S. from using their airspace, for the current U.S.-Israeli war in Iran. They don't want any parts of it.
Let that satisfaction sink in for a second. The country that built NATO, the country that has projected military power across the globe for 7.
And that's why America is known as Babylon the Great, that whore that rides upon the beast in Revelation 17. Because as she just said, America, built NATO. It was the architect, for this current system you see after World War II.
7 decades, just got told by its own allies that it can't fly its planes over their countries. That is not a minor diplomatic spat. That is not a little disagreement between friends. That is the sound of the post-World War II international order cracking in half right in front of our eyes. And I need you to understand something before we go any further here. This didn't happen because these countries suddenly hate America. This didn't happen because the French woke up one morning and decided they wanted to pick a fight. This happened because Donald Trump, the man sitting in the Oval Office, has spent his time in power systematically destroying every single relationship the United States has built over generations. He threatened NATO. He attacked allies. He cozied up to dictators. He launched a war in Iran without consulting anyone. And now he's shocked that nobody wants to help America, the so-called leader of the free world.
Hey, a lot was said in a little amount of time. So let's go back. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes were part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. You got your stronger nations, you got your weaker nations. But where the times we're heading into, this whole system is going to be completely broken when America's allies are going to completely turn against her and ally themselves with America's enemies like Russia and China at some point during World War III. And it's going to end with nuclear missiles being fired on this place. And remember what that lady said in the clip, that these countries, these European allies didn't just do this out of the blue. It was in response to how Donald Trump has been dealing with his European allies, belittling them, bullying them, and treating them like vassals, which, more or less is what those European nations are to America. But since we're at the end of this system, hey, they're going to lash out and completely turn against her. But this is Daniel chapter 7. I'm going to start at verse 19. Then I would know the truth of the fourth beast. Again, those legs of iron, the ancient pagan Roman Empire, which was diverse from all the others, because what? Those previous empires had kings, had a royal lineage. And what was ancient Rome known for? You had a Senate house with elected politicians and political parties, much like America today, which was diverse from all the others, exceeding dreadful, whose teeth were of iron, and his nails of brass, which devoured, brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with his feet, because the ancient pagan Roman Empire was the powerhouse of its day, just as this modern day Rome is the powerhouse of its day. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, and before whom three fell. Now we're coming into this current system, those iron toes mixed with miry clay, which had its beginning in the Renaissance, or the rebirth of this Roman way back into the earth. And this little horn it's talking about is America, and before whom three fell is speaking of the three main players in the New World before the 13 colonies became America as you know it today. And those three that fell were the Spanish, the French, and the British. Even of that horn that had eyes and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows. And that word stout is H7229 Rab, which says great captain chief. And as that lady said in that clip, America was the country that built NATO, and what? These European allies didn't just wake up one morning and decide to have this friction with America. It was due to Donald Trump's consistent badgering and bullying, whose look was more stout than his fellows, toward America's European allies. And as we can see, this kingdom will be divided, which we're seeing is the case right now, and it's going to be completely broken. This is Obadiah chapter 1. I'm going to read verse 1 and jump down to verse 7. And the header reads, Edom will be humbled. And this whole chapter is dedicated to you, Edomites. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle. These nations coming against the West, especially America and Israel. But now I'm going to jump down to verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy, or your allies, have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee, these nations in the NATO, in the EU, have deceived thee. America needs or wants to use their airspace for the war with Iran, but what? Several countries are restricting the use of it, and prevailed against thee, they that eat thy bread. These European countries receiving all the money and resources, for their military and economies, have laid a wound under thee. At some point, they're going to turn those very same resources against America. There is none understanding in him. When they switch over to the red team, the Russians, chiefly, the Chinese, and what it's going to end in is America getting shot by nuclear missiles, not just by her own enemies, but by her own allies who have laid that wound under her and prevailed against her. Which brings us to Revelation 17, verse 16, and the 10 horns, which is referring to the EU, that part of clay, beginning with the first 10 common markets of the European Union, back when it was known as the European Economic Community, which thou sawest upon the beast, NATO. These shall hate the whore, Babylon the Great, Mystery Babylon, that virgin daughter that rides upon the beast, America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire from those nuclear missiles. But that's it with this video. With this video, I hope you sincere, Akim and Akwath were edified. Just keep strong. As we can clearly see, we are almost out of this final wicked captivity of the heathen nations, chiefly of the Edomites. And as always, I'm going to say Abad Babol, Kwam Yasharella, and until next time.